Terry has an affinity for reliability and function. A former Navy SEAL and Tier 1 operator, he approaches things from a practical performance perspective. Whether he's backpacking in a remote wilderness area or out on an arduous hunt in austere terrain, he's got a go big or go home approach that's tempered with a minimalist mindset. Take what you need and nothing you don't. Terry truly appreciates the Kel-Tec Sub 2000. This 9mm semi-automatic carbine folds in half to tuck neatly away in situations where space is a premium. It may be a pistol caliber, but its 16-inch barrel translates to velocity, which translates to power downrange. The rifle features Picatinny rails and M-Lock attachment points, so he can accessorize it the way he needs it for every outing. Innovation, performance, Kel-Tec.
All right, lead heads, welcome back to the Talking Lead podcast, bringing it to you from the NRA here in Indy. And of course, we know this is the year 2023, so I don't think I need to say 2023 NRA, do I?
I don't think it hurts, but
you just did.
You know where you're at, right? You guys know where you're at. Bringing it to you from the Kel-Tec booth, the official lead quarters of the Talking Lead podcast. And joining me today, we've got our good buddy Mike Pappas.
I'd just like to say thanks for having me on, and I'm shocked that you'd ask me back.
Dead air silencers.
It's been a while.
It's been too long.
It has.
I don't want you to get tired of doing the show.
I don't think I could ever do that.
Okay, well, I think you just opened up a can of worms. Mike Pappas is going to be a regular on the show from now on, ladies and gentlemen. Also joining us, it's been several years since you've been on too, right?
I think the last time was SHOT Show like 4 or 5 years ago.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, at the Kel-Tec booth there.
Yeah, definitely. So you have Ron.
Yes, sir.
With
Ryker
USA. I want to make sure I say it. And Ryker USA, they are a very innovative company, and I don't know what do you call the?
It is the first to side mount.
The side mount,
hand placement, hand grip.
Right.
Yeah.
Which was very innovative, and you guys have just really taken off, and you've improved upon that over the years, and we're going to be talking about that new product that you guys have, and you've got it here.
I've got a couple with me. Yep.
You brought some show and tell.
Yes, I did.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So hold that up for our viewers at home here, and for our listeners, describe it for us.
So, the Ryker grip is the first to market side-mounted grip. Speed, accuracy, and stability are all improved, and we actually can back that up with science. In our development process, we brought on a doctor of biomechanics, ophthalmologists, some MDs, statisticians, and engineers. So it's not just like, hey, I'm a veteran, this is a cool product, use it. I actually have data that we've collected on this. When we launched, we just had the plain standard grip, which we still offer, and our ultimate goal was to put the controls for your light and laser into the device to remove the need for pressure pads and hot buttons, to really just make it streamlined, along with the natural benefit of the ergonomics of our product. Along the way, we've had some other things, but we've recently just released this. That one's set up for a right-handed shooter with an app heel. It's got the Mantis X Blackbeard in it, so you can also squeeze the trigger and get a green laser, a green dot, and and you just press the thumb. So it's all natural, the natural movement. The Ryker Control, and we spell that CTRL. The Ryker Control comes in a single lead laser option with a crane type connector, or a single lead light option that works with the Surefire pigtail. We have found that the crane type connector, the laser control, is actually extremely versatile. It works with a variety of lights out there. It works with, I think, almost all of the Hollow Sun light laser combinations that they offer. And there you go. And then we also have our sling. So the other thing too with the
you guys got into the sling market.
Oh yeah,
okay.
So this is version 2. We gave our first version of our sling to the Tier 1 guys, and they came back and they said, like, dude, the sling is great, the retention's good, but it's too bulky, it's too heavy, there's too much polymer on it. So we were like, okay, we redesigned our entire sling. We made it lighter, got rid of all the polymer, added steel tri-glides and everything like that, and less material, and it's better. So our whole system is designed to be a retention system, right? So I wear it nice and narrow. So if I'm standing, I have a natural bisecting angle. So if I bend down, the muzzle's not going into the ground, right? It's not going into someone's head. Now, typical nylon sling, I'd have to release the tension, come on up, then try to tighten it back down. With ours, the benefit is that we have retention built into the body of the sling, so you can punch out and it pulls right back into your shoulder.
Oh, that's nice.
What it does is it takes more pressure off of the support arm, makes it a lot more stable. And then this one is set up for the light. And then you just come down for retention. You can come up with 2 weapon systems, and it's not beating up your hips, hitting you in the junk, getting you in the way.
And it's not super thick like you're saying. It's not real bulky.
No, our other one was it had 3 1-inch strands of marina grade bungee with a paracord wrap on it, and it's great. And we got a lot of people that like it still and love it.
Yeah.
But we just we want to continue to move forward and make it just remain innovative. Now the other thing we have is our cable management.
Okay.
So removing the need for zip ties and rubber bands. These are clips that you run your cables through, and these just clip. They come in a 3-pack, and you just clip them on the top of the rail. Yeah. So everything is there, so you get a good bump protection from that.
And what do you call these?
Cable management.
Cable management?
Yep.
Okay. CMs?
Yep, CMs.
So they just clip on.
That's it. They just clip onto that 12 o'clock Picatinny rail.
Okay.
And then if you look on the outside of the Ryker control, we have cable management built in on both sides of the grip. So you have other options there to just trying to, streamline your product or your controls for your devices. And everything is ambidextrous. So when you order the Ryker control, you just have to order it as left or right-handed shooter, and that allows us to assemble it. So when you open it up, you don't have to worry about fumbling, changing the cables around. All of our other stuff pretty much is ambidextrous except for one product, our DC mount, and that has to be site-specific for design and strength purposes.
Very nice. And people can go to your website. All this is available now?
Yes, sir. RykerUSA.com. And then we've got a bunch of install and instruction videos on our YouTube, which is Ryker USA, and same on Instagram.
I'm really digging your sling.
Yeah.
This is nice.
And I'll say two of our three manufacturers are also veteran owned. All of our stuff to include the buttstock on this rifle, everything is American made, manufactured, assembled. So we're straight away. This is, I don't know if you've seen this. This is the Valiant Dynamics Evolver buttstock. These is a Marine Army invented product. They're out of Michigan. You have this really unique, aggressive, adjustable butt pad on here. It comes in a mil spec or fixed option. And they put a lot of thought into this. They also involved like some biomechanic engineers to help them create it.
Definitely got a different look to it.
And they took the blade. Nothing's changed with the buttstock. People add stuff, do all kinds of other stuff on it, and they've really why I love it. I geeked out on it is because they were thinking about making something just work a little bit better, and they thought completely different. They've also done some other things. I don't use these because of how we run our sling, but they have a built-in QD mount here, or you could go old school and weave it through. Okay. But yeah, another veteran-owned company out of Michigan.
What is it called?
It's the Evolver, EVLOVR, Evolver by Valiant Dynamics.
Valiant Dynamics.
Yeah. Okay. They've only been out, I think they've only been out maybe 2 years.
Now, is that considered a buttstock?
It is a stock. It is not a brace.
Or something in between?
Nope. Yeah, it's a stock.
So you can't get away with
no.
Oh, let's not
calling
go
it
there.
something else. Oh,
Yeah.
I want to go there.
Yeah.
I want to go there. So I want to just shove it in their face and say, look, define this, mofos.
Yes, I agree.
Tell me what this is. No, but that's very unique. How long has that been out?
I think almost 2 years. I think.
Oh yeah.
I've been running it on my primary guns for a year and a half, and I love it. It's not coming off.
Very good. So RykerUSA.com.
Yes, sir.
And they can get the sling. You can get the cord management devices. I don't know what you call
Cable
them.
management, cord management,
Yeah,
CMs.
they clip right onto your rail system there.
Yep.
That's very innovative. I like that.
Thank you.
I mean, it's something so simple, but it's got just a great use there.
And
Cord management.
the original grip comes with the standard Picatinny mounting bracket. We do have M-lock short post and long post. We did create a long post M-lock mount for the operator with big gorilla hands. So it gives you a little bit more space.
Like this guy right here?
Possibly. It gives you a little bit more space in between. The Ryker control comes with the cable management system and an M-lock mount.
Very good. And what's the price point?
Online, they retail, the Ryker control is $295. The traditional grip is $75. And the new sling is $89.
$89. I'm going to be getting one of these, definitely. So, Mike, what do you think about all that? You're a man of innovation.
Dude, that's all good stuff.
And welcome in, Adam. Adam Ranalla, ladies and gentlemen.
Really contributing today.
Well, you just got here.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I saw your brain.
Dude, that was kind
turning.
of an information overload for me.
Yeah, it was. It was like, what?
That was a lot to take in.
That was a whole lot. Yeah, there's a lot of products here. So we hadn't talked in a while, so we had to get caught up on everything Ryker's doing.
I enjoy something that's a lot more than meets the eye.
Yeah.
And have it explained a little bit.
Kinda like Transformers.
So I get it.
Well, so Mike, the reason I invented the product to begin with is prior to retiring from the Marine Corps in 2010, I had multiple surgeries. So I got rubber bands that hold my shoulders in. I got fishing line and screws in each elbow, and I got an inch of height loss. When I went into government service after I retired, I found that all the shooting we were doing, my support arm was just painfully going numb. I had a knee problem. I'm left-handed. Growing up in the tactical space in the 90s, this didn't exist. There was almost nothing for left-handed shooters, so I had to make all my own stuff. So I say my superpower is I'm left-handed. And I had a knee problem. I came up with a solution, and here I am on Talking Lead. Talking to dead air. And
impressive.
Here you are.
Good day.
It's American dream.
That's
baby,
it.
Right? So Mike, speaking of ambidextrous and left-handed products, cans are ambidextrous.
Yeah, well,
suppressors are ambidextrous.
I like to think we're pretty centered down the middle, so we don't bother the left or right-handed people too much.
That's right.
Which is, I guess, a plus. I've never thought of it, but yes. Thankfully, we haven't had to bridge that gap.
You can put that on your advertising now. All of our
Yeah, you're right.
All cans are ambi.
All silencers are ambidextrous.
Yep.
They are, yes.
And they never had caffeine, and they never will.
That's your new T-shirt.
No caffeine. Never had it, never will. Grain-fed.
Fair.
So what's new with you, Mike? What's going on with Dead Air?
Well, we are, I think the biggest thing with us, we've been excuse me, my voice is kind of worn out.
I feel your pain, brother.
Yelling out there for 2 days and 2 nights.
Yesterday was crazy, right?
Dude. And you don't realize how loud that you have to speak and how hard that is on your poor old throat.
Right? Until the next day.
Until
2 days.
It takes me about an hour to start noticing.
But you've got that great radio voice right now. A little raspy.
Well, thankfully, I've got that.
You got that going for you, right?
At least I have an odd-sounding voice, so you sometimes
you have a very distinctive voice. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We recently moved into a building. We rebuilt out a building. We're all kind of centered under one roof. We have warehousing going there, and I think anyone that's ever done anything, especially in business, there's always so much room for improvement and process and how you do things, and it's so fluid and it's always changing. And so we've been going through we've been putting in the time, early, late, figuring everything out, smoothing it up. So I've been super excited about that. I mean, you've got to pave the way for the future, right?
That's right. You got to plan ahead.
We've kind of switched up, I'd say, most everything. We've about to launch our first 3D printed product, and I'm also kind
that's
of excited
exciting.
about that.
Hell yeah. So
A Mojave
can you talk
9.
about it?
Yes.
Mojave
we
9.
have it over here. We showed it at SHOT.
Okay.
The printers have been busy printing away, and we're about to...
Is this like a helical design, or
It's
proprietary? You can't talk about it.
No, I can talk about it.
Okay.
We call it a triscallion baffle. It's a patented baffle from us. It is helical, yes. It's got a... I'd have to show you a cutaway of it to make it really easy to visualize.
What was the word used? Triceratops? What?
Triscallion.
Triscallion.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
Oh, well, I didn't come up with that. I don't come up with any kind of catchy marketing
I like
stuff.
that. Triscallion.
Mike Smith came up with that.
Mike Smith, okay.
Yeah, he's a longtime silencer engineer, career at Advanced Armament. He's been with us for 4 or 5 years now, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. And this is a Mike Smith inspired design for the most part. He's like the master of this particular design.
So this is your first 3D printed
Yes.
silencer.
It's titanium. And the thing that has really amazed and gotten me excited about it are the horrible things that we've done to it. The things that you shouldn't do, that are outside its parameter,
Right.
that you do to break them,
The joys of
And-
R&D.
get them to go past their limits.
Yeah.
And I've been very wowed.
Give me an example of one of those torture tests that you put it through.
And I would never recommend doing this. Never do this.
Never do this at home.
Never do this.
The disclaimer. Yeah.
Never put it on a 5.56 NATO chambered machine gun with a very short barrel. It
Never
cannot
do
do
this.
that. But I was wowed at how long it went before it all fell apart.
It just went poof.
And I thought that we could get it to pop, but no.
Did you get a video of it? Did you video these?
We did,
these
but
tests?
we'd never show it to anybody.
Okay.
That's like
That
the
would go
worst thing
viral.
that you can do is, we're not saying that's okay. You know, years
It's like
ago.
on TV, back on Fear Factor,
Yeah.
it's like, don't do this at home.
Correct. I think a shining example of that is, I don't know if you're square body fans or, Chevy trucks, which I'm certainly not.
I like
but
your
at any
big
rate-
your big boat, the big Cadillac, convertible Cadillac.
convertible Cadillac.
Don't you have a big convertible Cadillac? I thought you had a big
No,
land
sir.
yacht.
No. Heavens no.
Okay.
No, I have a Buick.
Maybe it's
I
the
wouldn't call it a
Buick.
big land yard. It's just a regular sized little Buick.
Because we were talking about traveling the United States in that and going to, just random people's houses and just educating them on silencers and suppressors. And
Still up for that if you want to do it.
yeah, man.
Of course. I'll make the time. But General Motors hooked like 3 full-size logging trailers together and pulled it with like a 3/4 ton truck.
Right?
Like, you can't really do that.
And why
on
would you
flat
do that?
level, they
Yeah.
just for commercial purposes because they
Absolutely.
thought it was a good idea. I don't know.
Look how powerful our little truck is.
I'm just saying sometimes we do horrible things, but I wouldn't want to give
Well, you
the
have to do that
impression
to
that
see what the limits are.
that you could do that. That's kind of internal stuff.
Well, you prefaced it with "Don't do this. Don't ever
Yeah,
do
never
this.
do that.
Don't.
Yeah, bad idea.
Don't do that.
You'll never see us doing it. Unless you listen to this, you'll never know we did it.
Well,
But
there's going to be some people
anyway,
that try it anyway, but that's on them. You told them not
been
to.
very impressed with it and kind of excited about it. As I'm not.
And what was it called?
It's called a Mojave 9.
Mojave 9.
Yeah,
I'm digging that.
yeah.
You come up with the coolest names for your silencers.
Again, I wish that was
The
me.
Chemo,
Again, not good
the
at
Mojave
naming.
9. No?
No. I've never come up with a name.
Have you not?
No.
You just
I
you just come up with a design and you're like, somebody name this for me.
Well, I help with that.
Okay.
I certainly wouldn't say that I come up with it, but I can be a little helpful
Pontificate
sometimes.
on it.
Yeah, kind of help to tweak it in a little
You're a
bit.
pontificator. You're a deep thinker.
Probably too much so.
You do. You can get in deep thought sometime.
I try to come up with my own idea, my own thought, and not be too swayed by others. I think has been helpful for me.
You are an original. You're one of a kind.
I see it like I see it, right?
And what's another unique thing you have is your booth here at the show, Mike's Muffler Shop.
Which I thought was fun.
It is fun.
I fancy myself as kind of a home mechanic, if you will.
Right, and
Do a
that's
lot
what
of
it's kind of
car
set
work,
up.
and we're
Talk
in
about how you
Indy.
got it set up.
It's set up kind of with an auto shop theme. Our little benches look like auto single post lifts. Our cabinets look like toolboxes. I hope no one from Snap-on headquarters is listening to this. Because we straight up ripped off your logo and made a sticker out of it, and it's super cool, but we changed the wording to dead air.
That's awesome.
So, a couple things like that.
Yeah.
We're never going to use that again. It was just a indie thing.
Why would you never use it? You should sell it then. You should auction it off.
Well, I think we're creative enough to come up with a new theme.
A new theme every time?
If we go to another city and...
But that's such a unique, and I love it. I would put that in my garage.
We'll probably sell those shirts, although we weren't able to get enough of the shirts made.
Yeah.
I only got 2 shirts, and there's no way on planet Earth I will buy a new shirt before I get up and wear another shirt again. Sorry, I'm kind of a freak for clean clothes.
Yeah.
I've never worn my pants 2 days in a row, and I won't.
Do you like throw them away after that, or do you
wash
them?
them?
So you do own a washing machine?
Oh, my
Okay.
wife washes every day.
Because I've got like some clothes that are like my favorite, and I'll wear them over and over and over again.
I
You
thought we
would.
were into a Howard Hughes thing where you would like wear a shirt and then throw it away and then get a new one out and wear a shirt.
No, heavens,
Yeah,
no.
All right,
That's
if you start wearing Kleenex boxes on your feet or something like that, then
look. I just don't want to wear dirty clothes. It's nothing more than that.
Am I on the right show?
Yeah.
I am just
Adam's
absolutely
sitting over
befuddled
dumbfounded.
as to what is going on right now. What are we even talking about?
This is what you get when you get Mike on the show.
We're talking about not being filthy animals.
We're humans.
I am
Clean clothes. Are you wearing a dirty shirt, Adam?
no, I don't think so.
Do you wear dirty shirts?
I wear dirty jeans. Absolutely, I wear my jeans until they stand up and walk themselves to the washing machine.
Wow.
I'm just being real with
I'm
you.
okay with it, but I couldn't do that. But I'm not telling you what to do. But
So did you got a different pair of jeans, a different shirt for each day? So you pack. You
course
probably
I
got a
do.
big suitcase.
What do you think he is, an animal?
I have
don't-
a
you
normal
don't do
suitcase.
carry-ons.
But if you see me somewhere in public or anywhere, know that I have clean clothes
He's
on.
clean.
It's not that big a deal.
Know that I have clean clothes. I love it.
Yeah.
I am so confused as to where this
Do you wear
conversation.
socks more than once? I'm just trying to figure out where's your limit.
You want to know what
Like,
kind,
where's
of,
the
what kind of scumbag I really am?
where do I hit the wall on your
All right,
dirty clothes?
let's just go to the drawers.
No,
Let's go to your
boxers.
skivvies.
Boxers. That's a different game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once
I
you
know
get
where
the
they've been.
skivvies-
I know where they've been. That's
Yeah.
Socks. I have recycled socks before. Yes, absolutely.
Interesting.
Now, if I go to the gym or something, I'm not wearing those again because then they're like,
Oh, yeah.
they're like hard.
Everything you got to take everything.
Yeah,
off after
but
the
yeah,
gym.
I've been guilty of maybe this morning and putting on the same socks as yesterday. I'm hypothetically, it was a long night.
Well, when you're traveling,
It was a long day.
sometimes you forget to pack.
Why are we talking about this? I thought we were talking about guns and freedom.
We'll
I'm
get
America.
I'm waiting for you to tie it in somehow with Kenny.
I have no idea. I don't know if I'm drunk, if I'm exhausted, if it's a combination of three. I just can't figure out what Pappas is talking about over here. I'm befuddled.
Well,
It's hard to keep up with Mike sometimes.
Well,
but
let's
it eventually comes around, so I was waiting for it.
let's roll back for just a second. On the mechanics theme, we're going to offer the
Chime
shirts.
in, Ron.
The shirts will be offered for sale.
So the booth
I would love
is not
to be in a shirt
recyclable.
right now to show you, but I only had 2 shirts. We're on day 3. Of course, I have a clean shirt on. That's how we got there.
There you go. That's what it was.
Are you okay now? You're caught up?
I want to go to bed. I just want to go take a nap.
An hour nap would help.
Yeah,
Yes.
and maybe apparently a washing machine.
So the Mojave.
Wouldn't hurt.
So there we were talking suppressors. Yeah.
So the Mojave is out. It's available now.
No,
It's coming
not.
out. Okay.
Yes, it is coming out.
When can we expect that?
We haven't really set an official date, but I would tell you a few weeks. It's
Okay,
right, it's
so
right
this
around
year.
the corner. Oh, certainly, yeah.
Okay.
It's more this month and this year would be a little closer.
So is this the latest integration, or do you have any other new silencers or products?
You know, we have some other stuff coming out, but
Can you talk about it?
I can talk about it, but then I'd have to put
Talk.
my application in at the Home Depot or someplace like that.
Okay, well, let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Until it's ready.
Okay.
Then we're gonna
I'll show you when we're ready, because sometimes, apparently, I can leak crucial info.
Okay.
You know, I don't mean to.
I'm not
but
going to poke and prod too much.
Sometimes
then.
it happens.
I don't want to get you in trouble. But I did dig your booth, so I want to give you kudos on the booth.
Thank you. And that's
it's awesome.
Tony and Keith,
Tony and Keith.
our marketing guys, really, I thought they did a great job.
They did a great job.
They're creative, so I don't have to be.
If I may, you have one of the best guys in the industry in terms of Tony Tarantino. That guy is it's a lot of intelligence and a lot of passion in a very small package.
It's hard not to love Tony.
Everybody's small
It really
compared to you.
is.
Come on.
Tony is literally a teeny tiny little precious princess.
Smarter than me?
Oh, Tony is half of you,
Oh gosh. Little
but he's
dude.
more of a man than you'll ever be.
Right.
Yeah.
He's double the man.
And he
half
washes
the
his
size.
blue jeans
every day.
every day.
I'd like to say something about that height-wise. When I think of Tony in my mind, I think of him as the same height as everyone else.
So you
His
lift him up.
personality is that big.
He's a big. He's
I don't.
an amazing human being.
I need to meet this guy.
He's an amazing.
I have
human
not
being.
met Tony
great
yet,
guy.
so I need to meet him.
Love
Website,
Tony.
deadairsilencers.com,
Yes.
and they can get pretty much anywhere. Go to any
You
of the...
can get to our e-store, catalog info, contact info. We try to be really good at answering email questions and
Very responsive. You have a
We're-
great customer service.
easily accessible. Yes, our CS guys are, look, they're not perfect, but they're pretty awesome.
They're pretty damn good. Almost as good as Tony.
I'll tell you what, the thing about Dead Air and about Mike is if you want to work with a company that is passionate about what they do, and while we may give each other a hard time, we all talk a lot of trash. If you want to work with a company that actually genuinely loves what they do, genuinely loves the Second Amendment, and stands behind everything that they say and do it, then there's no doubt you want to buy your suppressor from Dead Air. Hands down.
That's a pretty good endorsement right there.
I'm welling up. Thanks, my brother.
There you go.
Don't get me on your
And
jeans.
Ron, Ryker USA, give it your website, your social medias, where people can go and look at the gun porn you guys are doing.
RykerUSA.com is a website, e-commerce, all our stuff is on there, and Ryker USA on Instagram, Ryker USA on YouTube, and we got a bunch of, we've been reaching out to some really good YouTubers and getting the product in their hands, so there's going to be some videos trickling down on other sites. And,
Nice.
And then we're also going to be, showing a lot on Guns America. We just picked up with them, or they just picked us up, however you want to say it. But either way,
Congratulations.
yeah. So they're great. They've been really awesome with us so far. But yeah, just really going to keep doing shows and you know.
I'm proud of you, man. You guys
grassroots.
have come a long way since we first met, and
Thank you.
You've really developed that product and the additional products that you guys have.
And we got
have
some more
added on
coming.
to it. You
Yeah.
got more coming.
We actually have. I can talk about it.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about it.
All right,
Probably not
drop
supposed
it.
to, but I'm gonna do it, Mike. I'm gonna talk about it.
Give us some behind
Spoiler
the scenes
alert.
action. I
Spoiler
love
alert.
that.
So there is, we're working with a research company that has a RFI to put the controls for a device onto the rifle. And they just happen to run into us at a show, and we already have working prototypes, which is it's going to have multiple button options
Okay.
for some a few different devices. So it'll be your standard light laser option,
Uh-huh.
but then there's going to be some other controls added in there to the finger pads, which again is
Gonna be able to
our ultimate.
control my TV with it? Or
We could, we could
maybe
do that.
my video game, play a
Yeah.
little Call of Duty?
That's it. That's it.
Do you have a email list for people to sign up to get info as it becomes available?
Yes, sir. Yeah, just go to our website and you'll be prompted straight away. Thank you. Yeah, you'll be prompted straight away. I think you get offered a 10% discount and get on our email list. And we've got a really good email distribution thing that's been coming out. We've been doing for the last few months. So
You didn't give me quite enough behind the scenes. I'm going to sign up for the email list.
He just teased enough to get you to sign up.
I know, that's what I'm
Kind
saying.
of like
I'm
you guys have your
dude.
email list. They can go to your website and sign up for yours too, and maybe get that job losing information that you couldn't give us
If a
today.
person wants to do that,
Oh, I like. So he's showing me a picture of it right now. You guys can't see it. Sorry.
Oh.
So, all right, guys, we're going to bring you more from the 2023 NRA here in Indy. Coming up, we've got more of Adam, right?
Sure.
Okay. So stay tuned, Leadheads.
Man.